Quote, "This is an effort to subvert our election laws and prop up a stalking horse in RFK Jr., Liz Smith, a senior advisor to the DNC, said during a Zoom call with reporters. Was she looking in a mirror?" Yeah, that's what they do. But I'll just throw it back to what I was saying. I am enthused. I am happy to see that the Democratic Party is panicking. Not just, I mean, just think about how bad things are. The immigration crisis is blowing up in their faces. Joe Biden was just basically ruled incompetent by the DOJ.
Yeah.
RFK Jr. is polling in the double digits and polling mostly from Democrats. And, well, Joe Biden's the only candidate they got at this point.
This is like this is an example of why centralized authority really struggles and why decentralized authority is where it's at. Why this country has thrived for as long as it has with statehood at the center. Because they're trying so hard. This party seems to be trying so hard to control things with the social media censorship, what they're doing with Twitter, and God knows what other corporations, the way that they're trying to sue him and stop that guy and file a lawsuit against them and make sure all these people go to jail. It's like, they're floundering.
People don't really actually think of how much this administration has done that's just downright illegal. The Biden administration has been slapped down by the Supreme Court at least 2 times with 2 different cases. They have absolutely abdicated their responsibility at the border. It is clear that there is significant corruption in the Biden family. There's just been no prosecution because the Democrats don't get prosecuted. Now, this is the second time someone that's running for president the DOJ has decided to not prosecute them because of reasons, which really everyone knows they're Democrats, so it's different. It's the hierarchy thing, not the hypocrisy thing. Obviously, the DOJ goes after Donald Trump because not only is he a Republican, but he's outside of the bureaucracy and outside of the establishment Republican that might actually be able to change things. We have a uniparty that is trying to consolidate power now. People like Bill Kristol, who is has been a neocon war hawk forever. He's been wrong about literally everything. Listen, go back and look at all the stuff that he wrote about the Iraq war. Wrong. Bill Kristol, for some reason, has failed up, and people still listen to him in Washington, D.C. He's now a Democrat. He was a Republican all his life. He's now a Democrat. And there's just example after example after example of establishment Republicans that have gone to the Democrats or that sound like the Democrats because there is a uniparty trying to consolidate power.
But just think about how absurd it is right now that Donald Trump is being criminally charged over classified documents and Joe Biden was just ruled not competent to be charged over classified documents.
It's two Democrats have not been charged. 2 candidates for presidency have not been charged for classified documents. Hillary Clinton had a server in her home, completely and totally violated a ton of laws. And then Joe Biden had stuff stuck in his garage
and his office,
and his office. The garage that his kid, who is likely corrupted by China, who's been or Ukraine or any number of the governments that have been siphoning money to the Biden family, was staying at the house that all those classified documents were in during the entire time that COVID was going on.
But I'm not worried about a Chinese Communist Party member showing up to the Biden's house and going in his garage.
No.
I'm more worried about Hunter Biden in the garage and he calls his dealer and his dealer shows up and then he's just like,
got any rolling papers? And he's like, yeah, there's some in these boxes.
I need some papers for my car because my cat pissed. And he's like, just grab these. And then he throws them in the back to soak it up and then drives off. And then some guy finds it and he's like, yo.
If we had a legitimate government with a legitimate Justice Department, the entire Democrat Party would go to jail or at least be brought up on charges and there'd be investigations.